The Palace Troublemaker from Another Dimension Chapter 1. The forest of Nanping. Deep within the forests of Nanping, the wildlife scurried in a frantic panic. Outsider hunters had trespassed, hunting illegally and disturbing the peace. By chance, the royal procession of the Lord of Nanping was passing through. What is happening? Why are the forest creatures so agitated? Wang Xihao, the Emperor of Nanping, sat regally atop his steed. His voice was calm but commanded absolute authority, reporting to Your Majesty. There are outsider hunters poaching within the capital's boundaries. A soldier at the front of the line hurried back to report. Wang Xihao's brows furrowed. He spurred his horse forward to the front of the procession. His sharp gaze swept across the terrain until he spotted the intruders. Without a word, he drew his bow, aimed, and released. Arg! Ow! Help! The agonizing cries of the poacher echoed through the woods. The same soldier rushed toward the sound and dragged the wounded hunter to kneel before Wang Xihao. You are not of Nanping, Wang Xihao said coldly, staring down at the intruder. I am just a hunter from afar. I didn't know where I was. I saw the abundance of game and came to hunt. Insolent, the soldier barked, making the hunter flinch. Wang Xihao raised a hand to signal silence. Very well. Since it was unintentional, we shall let you go. The hunter bowed frantically in gratitude. Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you. After releasing the hunter, the procession continued toward Durong village. As they travelled, a massive beam of light streaked across the sky, crashing into the ground barely 500 meters ahead. The blinding light forced everyone to shield their eyes. When the brilliance faded, the soldiers stood in stunned confusion. Wang Xihao himself was bewildered. He had never witnessed such a phenomenon. Soldiers, move out, Wang Xihao commanded. Your Majesty, that event might be an ill omen. I suggest we return to the capital immediately, a general advised. What omen? It was merely a natural occurrence. But sire, before he could finish, Wang Xihao had already galloped ahead, forcing his troops to race after him. The sound of hooves skidded to a halt as Wang Xihao spotted someone lying unconscious on the path. He approached slowly, dismounted, and stepped closer. He was taken aback by the stranger's attire. It looked nothing like the clothing of Nanping. Who is this? And why so peculiar? He murmured, nudging the person gently with his foot. Hey, you wake up. Are you still alive? Silence. When there was no response, he flipped the person over to check their breathing. Not dead. But the clothes are strange. And the face is strange too. Wang Xihao stood with arms crossed, frowning at the person lying sprawled on the ground. Soon, the soldiers caught up. Your Majesty, who is this? They crowded around, staring at the figure as if looking at a freak show. I do not know. Bring him along, Your Majesty. That is an order as you command. Sire, the procession had only travelled halfway when they were forced to a sudden stop. The strange creature Wang Xihao had brought along had woken up and started a commotion. Where am I? How did I get here? Who are you people? Why are you dressed like you were filming a period drama? The listeners looked puzzled by his strange choice of words and self-reference. Who are you? Why are you dressed so absurdly? A soldier countered. Wait, who's the one dressed absurdly here? Enough. A calm, steady voice silenced everyone. Mingchen froze. He stared at the man approaching him, completely starstruck. Whoa. This guy looks exactly like a male lead from a wuxia novel. Even as a man, I'm stunned. If a girl saw this, she'd be jumping for an autograph for sure. You ... her. Yes, impudent. How dare you speak to His Majesty in such a manner? Watch your head. I didn't even say anything yet. And hey, are you guys filming a series or something? Mingchen snapped at the soldier before turning back to Wang Xihao. Wang Xihao's brow twitched. Your speech is not of Nanping. Who are you? Oh right, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Mingchen. He gave a bright smile and extended his hand for a handshake. Wang Xihao stared at the hand, confused. When there was no reaction, Mingchen awkwardly pulled his hand back. Seriously though, are you filming? I don't see a director. No cameras. Where's the crew? What nonsense are you babbling? This is the kingdom of Nanping. You are the one who appeared out of nowhere to block our path. Furthermore ... double quotes. Wang Xihao scanned him from head to toe. Your attire is not of this world. Mingchen's face went pale. He swallowed hard. No way. I didn't actually transmigrate to another world, did I? No, Ming, you're just dreaming. Definitely a dream. He pinched himself hard. Ah, not a dream. Well, are you friend or foe? I want to go home, Liu Mingchen replied, his voice trembling. And where is your home? Silence. Your Majesty, we should continue. We must reach the village before sunset. Wang Xihao nodded. Bring him. Wait. No, I'm not going. I want to go home. Liu Mingchen protested, but looking around, he saw nothing but endless forest. Fine, leave him. But be warned, this forest teems with predators at night. You might just become their dinner. Wang Xihao threatened casually. Liu Mingchen hesitated. By the time he decided, the procession was already far off. Screw it, better to face the unknown than to be eaten. Wait for me, he screamed, sprinting after the horses which were now nearly 600 meters away. Wang Xihao signaled the procession to slow down until the brave traveler caught up, huffing and puffing. You ... You couldn't. Wait a second. I'm dying here ... Double quotes. He gasped for air. Soldier, give him a horse. Huff. Ride a horse. I don't know how to ride. A man who cannot ride a horse. Back home, we don't ride horses anymore. We drive cars. Do you have a car here? You speak such gibberish. If you cannot ride, then walk. Choose for yourself. Wang Xihao was losing his patience. Seeing the cold glare, Liu Mingchen folded. Fine, I'll ride. But can you hold it for me? You are a troublesome one. Soldiers, hold the horse for him. Hold it steady, bro. Liu Mingchen's legs were shaking. He had never been near a horse, and the horse could sense his fear. Just as he tried to mount, the horse bucked, throwing him violently to the ground. Ouch. He was winded and in pain. You are truly annoying. Come here. Wang Xihao leapt down from his own horse and hauled the groaning man up by the arm. But the fall had been hard. Both of Liu Mingchen's ankles were sprained. He gritted his teeth in agony. Get up. Liu Mingchen shook his head. I am holding it. Get up. Faced with those fierce eyes, Liu Mingchen forced himself onto the saddle, tears pricking his eyes from the pain. Then, the man holding the horse leapt up onto the saddle behind him. Liu Mingchen's eyes went wide as saucers. Not just him, the entire troop was shocked. Sit still, unless you wish to fall and break your neck. The shock faded, replaced by a sense of annoyance. Liu Mingchen sat stiffly, sweating from the intense pain in his ankles. Wang Xihao noticed he was truly injured, but they had to reach the village first. Can you hold on? Liu Mingchen nodded weakly, but before long, he lost consciousness, slumping against Wang Xihao's sturdy chest. Wang Xihao glanced down at the pale face and spurred his horse toward the village, now only 300 meters away. Chapter 2. The Stranger and the Sketch. Upon arriving at Durong village during the hour of 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., Wang Xihao initially ordered a separate room for the stranger. However, seeing the man was still unconscious and burning with a fever, he changed his mind. Forget the separate room. Fetch the village doctor to my quarters. Wang Xihao carried the stranger into his own room. As you command, sire. Gently, Wang Xihao laid the injured man on the bed. He studied him again. Who are you? Where did you come from? I hope you are not an enemy. Your Majesty, the doctor has arrived. No need for formalities. Check him. The doctor peered at the patient and blinked in surprise. Hey, what tribe is this? Such peculiar clothing. You, go prepare some clothes for him to change into. I shall go bathe. Doctor, I leave him in your hands. Yes, Your Majesty. Though Wang Xihao was the emperor, he was not a man who abused his power. He understood the people. Beneath his intimidating and brilliant military exterior, he was a fair ruler. Strangely, despite his status and handsome features, he had no woman by his side. Meanwhile, Liu Mingchen was trapped in a dream. He wandered through a thick white mist, a bone-chilling cold making him shiver. Is anyone there? Answer me. A mysterious voice echoed through the air. A voice that sounded unfamiliar. Liu Mingchen ... Who? Who's calling me? Hey, stranger. Wake up and take your medicine. Liu Mingchen felt as if he were being yanked back to reality. He struggled to open his heavy eyelids, his head throbbing and his ankles burning with pain. He looked up at the man sitting by his side, holding a bowl of medicine, finally awake. I've been calling you so long I thought you died. Watch your mouth. Someone like Ming doesn't die from a sprained ankle, even in pain. He remained stubborn. Since you're so bold, get up and drink it yourself. Wang Xihao stood up and placed the bowl on a distant table, clearly teasing the patient. Hey, you're picking on me. Wang Xihao remained silent, walking over to the window to calmly watch the moon. Man, if you're trying to play the cool male lead role, you're the most arrogant one ever. The smell of the medicine in the bowl made Liu Mingchen gag. He stared at the dark liquid for 5 minutes. Is this actually edible? It won't give me diarrhea, right? He muttered, wrinkling his nose. Is this safe, Mr. Emperor? Wang Xihao crossed his arms and didn't answer. His gaze was so intense it gave Liu Mingchen the creeps. Whatever. Live or die, here goes. He took a deep breath, held it, and gulped the medicine down. His face contorted in disgust. It tastes even worse than it smells. If I don't get better fast, I'll have to drink another one. No way, ointment. Use it. Wang Xihao handed him a jar. Do people here seriously drink this bitter stuff all the time? It took 5 minutes for the aftertaste to fade. Everyone drinks this. Do people in your land not take medicine when they are ill? Usually, we go to the hospital. Double quotes. Wang Xihao looked confused. I mean, the healer's hall or whatever you call it here. Wang Xihao nodded. This village is far from the capital. There are no grand halls, only village doctors. I see. You speak strangely. If you feel better, that is your spot. Wang Xihao pointed to a thin mat on the floor. Liu Mingchen limped over to the mat and sat down. It was rock hard. This is so stiff. Who can sleep on this? My back is gonna be ruined. Unbelievable. Suit yourself. Stay awake if you wish, but you will be asleep within moments. No way. No. Liu Mingchen's voice trailed off as he fell fast asleep mid-sentence, exactly as Wang Xihao predicted. The next morning, a scream shattered the silence of the residence. Wang Xihao, who was discussing matters with the village chief in the courtyard, sighed. Everyone rushed to see what happened, only to shake their heads and walk back out. Wang Xihao entered the room. What now? Your Majesty. See for yourself. What Wang Xihao saw was Liu Mingchen, whose hair had grown long overnight. What kind of crazy magic is this? I want to go home. Liu Mingchen lunged toward Wang Xihao, but the soldiers blocked him. Please, send me back to where you found me. I don't belong here. I want to go home. He was spiraling, talking in circles and trying to bolt for the door. Wang Xihao stepped in. Stop and listen. His booming voice silenced the panic. If you wish to return, I will send my men to escort you. Liu Mingchen nodded frantically. But first, you must tell me where your home is. Liu Mingchen froze. He realized then he had been sucked into another world. I'm not from here. I'm from the future. How am I supposed to explain that? The room went silent. Wang Xihao noticed he had calmed down and dismissed the guards. You say you are not of this world. If you know the way back, I will not stop you. Liu Mingchen's lip quivered. Tears began to overflow. He sobbed like a lost child who realized the path home was gone. He didn't care if they thought he was a crybaby anymore. Wang Xihao felt awkward. He had never dealt with someone crying like this. He awkwardly patted Liu Mingchen's shoulders. The more he patted, the harder the boy cried. Great, why is he crying harder? I don't know how to comfort people. Shut up already. Despite his internal grumbling, his body acted differently. He pulled Liu Mingchen into a hug and rubbed his back gently. Like one would a child, cry it out. When you are finished, listen to me. If you have nowhere to go, you may stay with me until you find a way back. The sobbing subsided into small hiccups. You believe me, that I'm from another world. After seeing your clothes and the way you arrived with that light, it is the only logical conclusion. Yes, I was just fired from my job, walking in the rain, and then bam, a light sucked me in. Maybe I just need to wait for it to rain again. Perhaps. But for now, you must act like the people here. Otherwise, they will think you are insane. Wang Xihao pointed to a pile of clothes. Change into those. And fix your hair. I don't know how to wear these layers. Wang Xihao sighed deeply. Guards, come in. Your Majesty. Bathe him and change his clothes. Immediately. No, wait. Where are you taking me? Help. Help. Liu Mingchen's dramatic cries actually made Wang Xihao chuckle, a rare occurrence for the stoic emperor. This stranger actually made me laugh. A while later, Liu Mingchen emerged, looking awkward and constantly tugging at his new robes. His hair was tied up, though a bit messy, grumbly. His stomach roared loudly, hungry. Liu Mingchen nodded sheepishly. Come, this is your food. Your Majesty, a soldier tried to protest the breach of protocol. Everyone, prepare to move out in 15 minutes. Liu Mingchen didn't wait. He shoveled the food into his mouth. MMPH, fish is amazing. Wang Xihao turned away to hide another smile. Eat slowly. No one is going to steal it from you, by the way, Liu Mingchen said while chewing. Where are you guys going? The villagers reported missing children. We are going to find them. Do you know where they are? Or who took them? A witness saw the culprit, but it was too dark to be certain. Liu Mingchen put down his bowl. I can help. You, how? You want to know what he looks like, right? I'll sketch him for you, sketch. What is ... I'll draw him. Give me paper and a brush. And bring me the witness. Soon, the villager was describing the man. He wasn't too fat or too thin ... tall ... Oh, he had a mole under his left eye ... Liu Mingchen focused, his brush moving with precision. Done. He showed the drawing to the villager. That's him. Though he wore a mask, those eyes and that mole. That's definitely him. Liu Mingchen smirked at Wang Xihao, winking playfully. Your turn, big boss. I shall trust you this once. Soldiers, move out. Yes, sire. And you. Wang Xihao grabbed Liu Mingchen by the collar, lifting him off the ground effortlessly. You're coming with us. Wait. Hey, easy. I can't breathe. They headed toward a mountain cave 500 meters away, where the bandits were rumored to be hiding the children. Are these bandits really that scary? They are forest outlaws. They kill without hesitation. Someone like you wouldn't last a second, rude. Liu Mingchen huffed. You too, go that way. The others, wait for my signal, Wang Xihao commanded. Then he turned to Liu Mingchen. Can you use a sword? Liu Mingchen shook his head. Archery. He gave a sheepish smile. Nope. Chapter 3. Poisoned blades and brutal justice. Inside the cave, 6 bandits held 5 children captive. The children were bound with their hands behind their backs, blindfolded and gagged to prevent them from crying out. Shaking with terror and muffled sobs, the little ones had begun to lose all hope of seeing their parents again. Outside, the royal guards surrounded the entrance, waiting for the signal to strike. Hey, Your Majesty, what are we waiting for? Why haven't we moved in yet? Liu Mingchen whispered, rubbing his legs which were starting to cramp from crouching so long. Waiting. Wang Xihao replied curtly, not even glancing at the pouting face beside him. Waiting for who? We've been sitting here for nearly an hour, waiting for the man in your sketch. Liu Mingchen blinked in confusion. Wait. Why wait for him? Isn't he already inside? Indeed, Wang Xihao said with a subtle glint in his eyes. You are quite skilled to have drawn the culprit's face so accurately. What's that supposed to mean? Did you already know what he looked like? Before setting out, Wang Xihao had already produced a sketch of the culprit from his own intelligence. He had sent scouts to track the man, discovering he was no ordinary thief, but a highly skilled martial artist who had evaded capture many times. That was why the Emperor had come to handle this personally. So ... You just used me as a test. Liu Mingchen's jaw dropped. ... Double quotes. How devious. Mingchen thought. I take it back, he's not a K-drama lead. He's a high-tier villain who just happens to be handsome. Humph. He wrinkled his nose in annoyance. Hey, someone's coming from that way. Mingchen suddenly nudged Wang Xihao. A figure approaching the cave matched the description perfectly. Wang Xihao wasted no time. He drew his bow, aimed, and let fly an arrow. Arg! The bandit screamed as the arrow pierced his left leg. He scrambled toward the cave entrance, dragging his bleeding limb, but was immediately cut off by guards emerging from the shadows. Desperate, the bandit signaled his men inside. If you take one more step, I'll order my men to slaughter every child in there. You won't have the chance, a cold, commanding voice echoed as Wang Xihao stepped forward, ripping the mask off the bandit's face. It really is you? I expected more from someone with your reputation. As Mingchen watched from a distance, he noticed the bandit reaching for something hidden in his sleeve, small, sharp blades resembling Japanese shuriken. Watch out, Doc! Mingchen screamed, lunging forward to shove the Emperor out of the way. The guards scattered. Wang Xihao felt the wind knocked out of him as Mingchen crashed into him, pinning him to the ground. Are you all right? Mingchen asked frantically. I am fine. But what about you? Wang Xihao's eyes widened as he saw a small blade embedded deep in Mingchen's left shoulder. I'm fine. Mingchen replied, his voice trailing off. The adrenaline was fading. replaced by a deadly chill. He looked at the blade in his shoulder, his face turning ghostly pale. "Is that a knife in me?" With those words, he slumped over, unconscious curses. "The blade is poisoned." Wang Xihao patted Mingchen's cheek to rouse him. "Hey, wake up, Liu Mingchen." There was no response. "Soldiers, take Liu Mingchen back to the village immediately. Tell the doctor he must be saved at all costs. Go." "Yes, Your Majesty." "The rest of you, follow me." Wang Xihao's voice turned murderous as he charged into the cave. The race against time back at the village. Two soldiers carried the limp Mingchen into the residence. The village doctor took one look at the wound and turned pale. "The blade is coated in poison. Strip his robes. I must remove it now," the doctor commanded. He turned to his apprentice. "Boil the antidote, quickly." His pulse is weakening. The doctor swallowed hard, feeling the weight of the emperor's command. "I will do my best for this young man." The blade was removed, and the antidote was forced down Mingchen's throat. "Now, it is up to the heavens," the doctor sighed. An hour passed. Mingchen's condition didn't improve. His pulse was faint. The doctor decided to administer a second bowl, and then a third every 15 minutes to stimulate the body. Finally, Mingchen's body reacted. He jolted awake and vomited the toxins out. The doctor's heart finally settled. His pulse is returning to normal. This boy has the luck of the gods. By the hour of high 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., Wang Xihao returned. He had rescued all the children and captured most of the bandits. One, however, did not survive. The man from Mingchen's sketch had died in the cave. "Doctor, how is he?" "Sire, the poison was potent, but the antidote has taken hold. He is stable, but he must be watched closely until he wakes." Wang Xihao let out a breath. He didn't realize he was holding the emperor's badenthe. Next morning, Mingchen woke to find the doctor standing over him with a bowl of medicine. "You're awake. You have quite a sturdy spirit, young man," the doctor noted as Mingchen struggled to sit up. "What happened?" "Poison. You're lucky to be alive. Drink this." Mingchen sniffed the bowl and grimaced. "Does it have to smell like a swamp? Is it even safe?" "Listen, kid, that swamp saved your life last night." Mingchen didn't want to believe it, but he chugged it down anyway. "I can't die in a place like this." "Where is everyone? You speak so strangely. What tribe are you from?" the doctor asked, curious. "I'm not from around here." "I see. Well, rest up. Someone will bring you food shortly." Mingchen thanked him weakly and eventually pulled himself out of bed. Following the sound of an angry mob, he found himself in the village square. "Burn them. Burn them all." The crowd roared. Mingchen's eyes widened. 6 bandits were tied to wooden stakes, surrounded by dry straw and kindling. "Are you serious? You're going to burn them alive?" Mingchen shouted, his voice cutting through the noise. Everyone, including Wang Xihao, turned to look at him. Mingchen marched straight up to the emperor. "You're the emperor. Aren't you going to stop this?" The villagers gasped. "No one spoke to the son of heaven like that. It is the law of this village," Wang Xihao said flatly. "Bandits are to be burned. That's barbaric. It's inhuman. If you cannot stand the sight, return to your room," Wang Xihao replied coldly. Mingchen's temper flared. He tried to rush toward the pyre to untie the prisoners, but soldiers quickly restrained him. "They committed a crime, but death by fire. There has to be mercy. There has to be a better way. Your words have merit in a perfect world, but for bandits, there is no exception. Soldiers, proceed." Wang Xihao grabbed Mingchen's arm and dragged him away from the execution site. "You're a monster. Let me go." Mingchen struggled, forgetting his injury. Blood began to seep through his bandages. Not seeing the blood, Wang Xihao lost his patience. He hoisted Mingchen over his shoulder, ignoring the colorful insults being hurled at his back, and carried him straight to the residence. "Thud. Be a gentleman for once, will you?" Mingchen hissed as he was tossed onto the bed. "You are a man, not a lady. Why should I treat you with such delicacy?" Mingchen gnashed his teeth. "Give me your arm," Wang Xihao commanded. "I can do it myself." "Good, be quick. We return to the capital. Wait. You guys go ahead. I'm staying out of your palace drama. I am taking you with me, in the end." It was Wang Xihao who ended up redressing Mingchen's wound anyway. "So much for being tough," Wang Xihao teased. "Whatever. Is the palace near where you found me?" Good. Maybe I can find my way home from there. You can just drop me off. I've changed my mind," Wang Xihao said suddenly. "We are taking the alternate route." He didn't know why, but the thought of letting Mingchen go didn't sit well with him. "You're so moody. 1 minute this, the next minute that. I have no idea what moody means, but your tongue is far too long." The journey home for leaving, the villagers held a farewell feast. Mingchen, ever the social butterfly, sat with the children he had helped save, drawing pictures for each of them and making them laugh. Wang Xihao watched him from a distance. Every smile, every gesture was under the emperor's watchful eye. "Sire, the men are ready," the village chief announced. Wang Xihao nodded, then walked over to Mingchen. "Children, your brother has to go now. Be good, understood?" The children nodded solemnly. As Mingchen finished his meal, the doctor appeared with, of course, another bowl of medicine. "Again?" Mingchen groaned. "Yes," the doctor and Wang Xihao said in unison. Mingchen tried to bargain, but a look from the doctor silenced him. He chugged it. "Your Majesty, the horses are ready. Let's go." Wang Xihao grabbed Mingchen by the hand. "Wait, on a horse again? Can't I walk? Get up. Do not be difficult." The emperor's tone left no room for argument. Mingchen climbed up, feeling the familiar warmth as Wang Xihao mounted behind him. He stiffened instantly. "Relax, lean back," Wang Xihao whispered in his ear. Mingchen tried, but his mind was racing. "Is it normal for two guys to ride like this? This world is weird." As they rode, the medicine began to take effect. Mingchen's head felt heavy. His eyes kept fluttering shut. "If you are tired, do not fight it," Wang Xihao said softly. That was all the permission Mingchen needed. His head loped back against Wang Xihao's broad chest, and he fell into a deep sleep. Wang Xihao let out a small, rare smile, shaking his head at the stubborn man in his arms. "Finally quiet, aren't you?" Chapter 4. The Transformation and the Soul-Sucking Device. Nanping was a land of abundance where the people lived in harmony, thanks to the diligent rule of Emperor Wang Xihao. In 3 months, the city was set to open a major trade route with the Gufeng tribe. While this promised great prosperity, Wang Xihao was uneasy. The Gufeng were former outlaws, and despite their shift to commerce, their loyalty remained questionable. Before his journey to Durong village, he had already deployed spies to monitor their leaders' every move. During the late afternoon, between the hours of Wei and Shen around 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., the royal procession halted by a waterfall. Liu Mingchen was the first to scramble off his horse, rushing to the water to splash his face and wake himself up. That medicine is way too effective, he thought. 30 minutes in and I'm already out cold. If I could sell this as a sleeping aid back home, I'd be a billionaire. Be careful not to get your wound wet. Wang Xihao shouted from a distance. I know. Mingchen called back before trotting back to the emperor. "Are you hungry?" Mingchen nodded vigorously. He accepted a bundle of rice wrapped in banana leaves from a soldier and sat down to eat. Wang Xihao sat beside him. "I have a proposal for you, MMHMM. Go on. Mingchen mumbled through a mouthful of rice. "You are not from this world, correct? And you have no way home yet." "True. So, while you are here, you must act like one of us. First, your language, the people here will not understand your strange phrasing." "Oh, I get it. So, instead of you, I should say your Majesty or the," Mingchen teased. Wang Xihao's brow twitched. "But since you're the emperor, calling you Hey You is probably a bad idea. How about I call you Brother Wang?" Wang Xihao let out a heavy sigh. "Call me whatever you wish. We must reach the palace before nightfall. Deal? Once we are there, will you teach me to ride? And maybe sword fighting and archery too. That shot you took at the bandit was freaking cool." Mingchen's eyes sparkled with excitement. To him, this was all a grand adventure. "You ask for too much," Wang Xihao muttered, though he didn't say no. Inside the walls of Nanping as they entered the capital, Mingchen was mesmerized. The vibrant atmosphere of the markets made him itch for a camera. He turned to the man beside him. "Hey, did you find my bag when you picked me up?" "Your baggage?" "Yes, it is safe. I will return it once we are inside the palace." "Is there anything vital within?" "Nothing vital to the world, just my stuff." They passed through 3 layers of markets. The outer market was a new experimental zone for foreign traders, filled with exotic goods. The middle market was for local Nanping citizens. The inner market, however, was quiet. "Why is it so dead here?" Mingchen asked. "This is the inner market for palace officials. They work in the morning and only open their stores after their duties are done, so it's like a civil servant's flea market." "Got it. A what?" "Nothing." Finally, the palace gates loomed ahead, guarded by rows of elite soldiers. As the emperor's procession arrived, the guards knelt in unison. To Mingchen, it felt exactly like being on a high-budget movie set. "Your Majesty, you have returned safely. Are you injured?" An elderly, dignified man hurried toward them. This was Grandmother Wang Shenyu, the emperor's most trusted advisor. "I am unharmed, but ... double quotes." Wang Xihao glanced at Mingchen, who was currently busy poking a soldier's armor to see if it was real. Shenyu followed his gaze, looking bewildered. "I need you to refine him," the emperor whispered. "I leave him in your hands, as you command, sire," Shenyu replied, though he looked deeply concerned. "Liu Mingchen." Wang Xihao called out, "Yeah." "Maids, take him," Wang Xihao signaled. Two palace maids stepped forward and grabbed Mingchen's arms. "Wait, where are you taking me?" "Brother Wang, what is this?" "Let go of me." Mingchen struggled, but Wang Xihao signaled to guards to assist. Mingchen was hoisted into the air and carried away, his legs kicking. "Let me go." His dramatic cries echoed through the courtyard, coaxing a rare, soft chuckle from Wang Xihao, the guest pavilion. "OW. Gently, that hurts." "Aggh." Wails of agony drifted from the guest pavilion, making the guards outside exchange nervous glances. Inside, Mingchen was being subjected to the most intense bath of his life, scrubbed, washed, and exfoliated under the strict supervision of the grandmother. "Maids, scrub harder. He must be pristine, no more, please. If you scrub any more, my skin is going to peel off." Mingchen pleaded, hands clasped in a frantic prayer. "Enough," Shenyu finally declared. Once dried, Mingchen was handed a set of traditional silk robes. He looked at them in awe. "I'm actually wearing this. I've only seen this in dramas. Consider your horizons expanded." Ming, his eyes lit up, but then he slumped. I don't know how to put this on." "Maids." The maids descended upon him again, spinning him left and right until he was dizzy. The layers were endless and heavy. Then came the hair. Two maids forced him into a chair to tie his long hair up. "Oh, not so tight. Forgive us, young master," they chimed. "Can't I just leave it down?" "Impossible," Shenyu intervened. "It is the custom. A gentleman must keep his hair neat and bound, but I'm not. I do not care who you are or where you came from. The emperor ordered me to turn you into a citizen of Nanping. I am merely following orders." "Oh, so he's the one behind this. Typical. Fine. I'll tell your emperor exactly what I think later." "Hurry," Shenyu urged. "The emperor is coming." By the time they were finished, Mingchen's hair was pulled back so tight he felt like his eyebrows were permanently lifted. "You finally look like a human being," Shenyu remarked. "The soul sucker, how is the progress, grandmother?" Wang Xihao's voice rang out as he entered, carrying Mingchen's backpack. Shenyu stepped aside to reveal the transformation. Mingchen stood up awkwardly. The pale green robes and the white jade hairpiece suited him perfectly, highlighting his soft features. Wang Xihao stared, momentarily breathless. "Brother Wang, is that my bag?" Mingchen hurried over and snatched it. Double quotes. "Yes. Your things," Wang Xihao replied, snapping out of his trance. "Great. I have something to show you. Come here." Mingchen grabbed the emperor's sleeve and pulled him toward a seat. Wang Xihao signaled for the attendants to leave before turning his attention to the bag. Mingchen dumped the contents onto the table. "What do you call this in your land?" Wang Xihao pointed to the rectangular object in Mingchen's hand. This is a mobile phone." Wang Xihao looked blank. "It's for communication. If you want to talk to someone, you just call them. It's like using a messenger bird, but instant." Mingchen pressed the power button. As the screen lit up with a bright glow, Wang Xihao jumped back, swatting Mingchen's hand in alarm. The phone clattered to the floor. "Hey, what are you doing? I hope you didn't break it." Mingchen pouted, frantically checking the screen. "What sorcery is that? Why did light come out of it?" "It's just a screen. If it lights up, it means it still has battery." "See." Mingchen held it out. Wang Xihao approached it as if it were a poisonous snake. "Too bad there's no signal," Mingchen muttered. Then, a mischievous idea struck him. He opened the camera app and pointed it at Wang Xihao. "What are you doing now?" "This device is actually a soul sucker," Mingchen said with a deadly serious face. "What do you mean?" "It has just captured your soul inside this little box." Wang Xihao's face went pale. "Do not jest with me, Liu Mingchen." His voice dropped into a dangerous, low growl. Mingchen quickly broke into a grin. "I'm kidding. It's not a soul sucker. I just took a photo of you. It's like a painting, but instant. Are you certain?" "If you lied to me, I will have you punished. Really? Look, if you don't believe me, I'll take one of myself. Click. He showed the emperor his own image on the screen. See, there I am. Wang Xihao leaned in to look, then gave Mingchen a stern glare. Tell you what, if it makes you feel better, let's take one together. Come here. Before Wang Xihao could retreat, Mingchen threw an arm around the emperor's neck, pulling him close. Snap. The result, Mingchen with a wide, beaming grin, and Wang Xihao with a look of pure, wide-eyed shock. Look at your face. You look hilarious. Mingchen burst into laughter. Wang Xihao stood frozen, his expression a mix of indignation and bewilderment. Just you wait, you little brat. The Palace Troublemaker from Another Dimension. Chapter 5. The soul-sucking recorder and a jealous emperor. In the days following his arrival at the palace, Liu Mingchen was subjected to the grueling tutelage of grandmother Wang Shenyu. He was forced to memorize the complex customs of Nanping until he felt like he would vomit words. Worse yet, the written language was an ancient script that a 5G-era person like him could neither read nor write. He spent hours painstakingly copying ancient characters one by one. Why on earth am I doing this? Mingchen grumbled to himself. He glanced left and right, confirming the grandmother was nowhere to be seen. The coast is clear. He stealthily crept toward the back garden, hoping to find a shortcut out of his academic prison. Though he had been at the palace for 3 days, he hadn't had a chance to explore. He had thought about asking Wang Xihao, but the emperor had been buried in work regarding the trade negotiations with the Gufeng tribe. As for asking the grandmother, the old man was so strict it made Mingchen want to cry. Today is the day. I'm going rogue, he thought, exhaling a sigh of relief as he cleared the garden walls. He broke into a triumphant grin. Has the grandmother dismissed you already? Mingchen jumped, his smile vanishing instantly. He slowly turned toward the voice and let out a second sigh of relief. It was Wang Xihao, standing there with his arms crossed. Are your lessons finished, or have you escaped? Mingchen pouted. I don't want to learn anymore. None of it stays in my head. I want to go out. Since I've run into you, be a pal and take me with you, please. He used his most persuasive, puppy dog eyes. I cannot. Grandmother, your student is over here. Mingchen gasped and lunged forward, covering the emperor's mouth with his hands. Please, I won't go out to play. Just don't make me go back to those books. Wang Xihao stared at him, unmoved. Mingchen continued to plead. Wherever you're going, just let me go with you. I've been stuck in that room for 2 days. Back home, I was a C student at best. I hate theory. I'm an art major. Fine, Wang Xihao finally said. I shall grant you a 1-day reprieve. Yes. Mingchen cheered, jumping up and throwing his arms around Wang Xihao in a hug so sudden the emperor nearly toppled backward. Thank you, brother Wang. But you must do something for me in return. Today, I am meeting with the Gufeng tribe leader to negotiate. I want you to record the proceedings. Consider it done. Mingchen beamed. Double quotes grandmother. Double quotes Wang Xihao called out, using the name that currently haunted Mingchen's dreams. Yes, your majesty. Hearing the voice, Mingchen practically teleported behind Wang Xihao's back. Grandmother Shenyu glanced at his troublesome student for a split second before bowing to the emperor. I am borrowing your mischievous student for the day. Wang Xihao said. The word mischievous made Mingchen want to bite the emperor's shoulder, but he settled for glaring at the back of his head. The negotiation and the black stone. Wang Xihao led Mingchen to a tavern in the inner market, the designated meeting spot with the Gufeng leader. Initially, the emperor had planned to send Minister Huang Junfeng, but he didn't trust the man. The Huang family had a dark history dating back to the previous emperor, and Junfeng only held his position because he was the sole heir of a former minister who was assassinated over a business dispute. Arriving an hour early, Wang Xihao took Mingchen through the inner market. The modern visitor was awestruck. Even as a man, Mingchen couldn't help but admire the exquisite jewelry. He flitted from stall to stall like a child in a toy store. Suddenly, he stopped in front of a small, ornate box. Wait, this looks so familiar. He picked it up, trying to remember where he had seen it before. Do you want it? Wang Xihao asked, noticing his intense focus. Oh, no, It feels like I've seen it before. But never mind, boxes all look the same. I'm probably just confused. Mingchen put the box back and trotted off to another shop. Wang Xihao picked up the box. Merchant, how much for this? The merchant shook his head. That box belongs to him already. Take it, no charge. Wang Xihao frowned in confusion. This is a business. I will pay. He left the coins on the counter and hurried after Mingchen. Soon, a soldier reported that the Gufeng leader had arrived. They headed into the tavern, which had been completely rented out by the Gufeng tribe. As Wang Xihao entered, his regal aura commanded the room for the emperor to negotiate in person. It is a great honor for our tribe, Du Fangjing, the tribe leader, said with a respectful bow. You flatter me, Leader Gu. Not at all. And this gentleman is... Du Fangjing's eyes landed on Mingchen, who was looking around the room with wide-eyed curiosity. Wang Xihao gave Mingchen a small nudge. Huh. Oh, right. I'm Liu Mingchen. I am a ... He looked at Wang Xihao for help. He is my close companion, Wang Xihao stated firmly. Mingchen's eyes went wide. Close companion. Like, best friend. He is privy to all my affairs, I see, Du Fangjing replied. Then please, your majesty, young master, follow me. Not only am I the emperor's bestie, but I also got a young master title. Luck is on your side, Ming. Upstairs, they began discussing the trade agreement set for next month. But before they could start ... Wait, Mingchen interrupted the group, making everyone including Wang Xihao freeze. What are you doing? Wang Xihao whispered. Mingchen pulled out his phone and hit the voice recorder. You told me to record this, right? Wang Xihao nodded. Then why write it down? We'll just use this. He slammed the phone onto the middle of the table. The Gufeng guards jumped back, hands on their hilts, staring at the black object as if it were a bomb. Only Mingchen and Wang Xihao remained calm. What ... What is that black thing? Du Fangjing asked, his voice trembling. This is an invention of mine. Don't worry, it won't bite. Sit. Sit. Mingchen gave a sheepish smile and winked at Wang Xihao. The tension eased slightly, though the Gufeng guards kept their hands on their swords throughout the meeting. It was a hilarious sight. Spilled tea and jealousy. Negotiation went smoothly, and both sides were satisfied. Afterward, the Gufeng tribe hosted a dinner. Being naturally cautious, Wang Xihao avoided the unfamiliar dishes, sticking to tea. Mingchen, however, had no such reservations. This is amazing. Why aren't you eating? Mingchen asked, his chopsticks flying. Do you like it? Du Fangjing asked, watching Mingchen with interest. If you do, I can provide this for you every day. You only need to come visit me. Du Fangjing had been captivated by Mingchen from the moment he walked in. He was clearly trying to build a bridge to the young man, much to the annoyance of a certain emperor. Really, I can eat this all the time. Mingchen's eyes lit up. Of course, I wouldn't lie to you. Don't you dare lie to me then. Mingchen grinned widely. Wang Xihao's brows knitted together. He slammed his teacup onto the table. We must leave. I have work to do. He stood up and marched out without another word. The table fell silent. Mingchen, confused, dropped his chopsticks and ran after him, the gift and the warning back at the guest pavilion. Wang Xihao was silent. No matter what Mingchen asked, he received no reply until they reached the door. Brother Wang, what's wrong? Why the silent treatment? Are you sick? Mingchen reached up to touch the emperor's forehead. You don't have a fever. What is it? Nothing, liar. You're clearly upset. I do not like the way you were so familiar with Du Fangjing. Wang Xihao finally admitted. That's it. Don't worry about it. I was just being polite. You might not think anything of it, but Du Fangjing does. I can see it. See what? He is interested in you. Can you not tell? Interested in me? Brother Wang, you're overthinking it. I'm a man, not a woman. Why would he be interested? Mingchen knew he had a pretty boy face. It was the reason his ex-girlfriend broke up with him, but he didn't think it would cause problems here. Regardless, tomorrow I expect a written transcript of today's meeting. Wait, I still have to write it. Correct. Even if you're Blackstone ... double quotes phone ... double quotes ... phone remembers the words. We must have a physical record for the archives. Fine. Fine. Mingchen sighed. Suddenly, a small box was thrust toward him. Wait, this is the box from the shop. He took it, his eyes sparkling. You bought it for me. It belongs to you. Thank you, Brother Wang. Mingchen hugged him excitedly, then pulled back. I just remembered where I saw this before. Where? My great-grandmother had one just like it. She gave it to me, but I could never open it. He tried to pry it open, but it remained shut. Perhaps the time is not yet right. Why, Brother Wang, You sound exactly like my great-grandma. It is late. Get inside, okay? Mingchen turned to enter his room. Liu Mingchen, yeah. I do not like you being close to anyone else, especially other men. With that cryptic warning, Wang Xihao walked away, leaving Mingchen blinking in the moonlight. What the heck does that mean? That night, Mingchen couldn't sleep. Is he telling me to be careful, or does he actually like me? No way. Stop it, Ming. Get it together. Chapter 6. The Falling Star and the Queen Mother's Library was Liu Mingchen's sanctuary. Its peaceful atmosphere was perfect for sketching, but this morning, he was on a mission, finishing the written report of the trade negotiations for Wang Xihao. After listening to the recording on his phone multiple times, he finally produced a set of characters that were, at the very least, legible. Finished at last. He stretched until his bones popped. Looking out the window, he spotted a small white rabbit with crimson eyes stuck in a tree. It looked injured, perhaps escaping a predator. Driven by his soft heart, Mingchen scrambled out and climbed the tree. Don't be scared, little guy. I'm here to help. He coaxed the creature until it trusted him enough to be cradled in his arms. What are you doing? The booming voice of Wang Xihao made Mingchen jump. Shh, you'll scare the bunny. I told you to get down. The emperor commanded. All right. No need to shout, White. Mingchen stepped on a rotten branch. Thud. Mingchen braced for impact, but instead of cold ground, he felt something firm and warm. He opened one eye to find himself sprawled directly on top of Wang Xihao. Holy, Brother Wang, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Wang Xihao looked at the guilt-stricken face above him. He wasn't angry, but he knew he had to teach this troublemaker a lesson. I do not accept your apology. Soldiers, no, wait. It was just a tree. Mingchen squeaked. Take this rabbit to the physician. Wang Xihao ordered the guards. And summon the grandmother. As for you, follow me. He dragged Mingchen to the stables. Punishment time. You will clean the horse stalls. All of them? Horse manure. No way. I'm not doing it. Mingchen tried to bolt, but Wang Xihao caught his arm. Fine. If you won't clean the stables, you will transcribe the laws of Nanping 100 times. Mingchen's eyes nearly fell out of his head. The laws were endless. 100 times. Between poop and pens. Fine. I'll write the laws, eh? Wang Xihao smirked. Follow me then. He led Mingchen to the inner palace, the residence of the Queen Mother. Mingchen clutched the emperor's sleeve, suddenly nervous. Brother Wang, can I not go in? Don't be afraid. My mother is kind. The Queen Mother looked at the pretty young man beside her son and smiled warmly. Is this the one you've told me about? Xihao. Mingchen tried to bow but stumbled over his words. I mean, your humble servant. Wait, how do I say this? The Queen Mother chuckled. You are Liu Mingchen, right? No need for formalities. I like you already. Emperor, you have a meeting with the ministers. Leave Ximing with me. Chapter 7. Secrets, Jealousy, and a Bold Confession. 3 months passed. Nanping was buzzing with excitement as the trade route with the Gufeng tribe officially opened. A 3-day celebration was underway. On the second night, Mingchen asked permission to go to the festival, but Wang Xihao refused, claiming he was too busy to accompany him. Pouting, Mingchen wandered off and ran into Minister Huang Junfeng, young Master Chen, not joining the festivities. Huang invited him to go together. Just for a bit. It should be fine, Mingchen thought. Outside the palace, the markets were alive. Mingchen followed Huang Junfeng at a distance, suspicious of the man. He saw Huang enter a tavern to meet Gufeng Jing, the Gufeng leader. So Brother Wang was right. These two are definitely up to something. As he tried to sneak away, Gufeng Jing spotted him. Young Master Chen, what a coincidence. May I escort you through the market? Mingchen agreed, playing along to see what he could learn. The emperor's fuyot. The hour of high 9 p.m. Gufeng Jing dropped Mingchen off at the palace gates. Mingchen took 3 steps inside before a dark, towering shadow blocked his path. Brother Wang, you scared the life out of me. Did you have fun? Wang Xihao's voice was ice cold. It was okay. But it would have been better with you. Mingchen tried to play it cool. You disobeyed me. Who did you go with? Minister Huang. And Gufeng Jing brought me back. Liu Mingchen. Wang Xihao grabbed his shoulders, pulling him close. What did I tell you? I do not like you near other men. But you never told me, White. Mingchen snapped back. Why should I have to tell you? The emperor's control snapped. He followed Mingchen all the way back to his room, slammed the door, and bolted it. Fine. Stay if you want. I'm leaving. Mingchen turned, but was pulled into a fierce embrace. You want to know my reason? Before Mingchen could breathe, Wang Xihao's lips crashed onto his. It was a kiss fueled by desperation and jealousy, hard and hungry. Mingchen struggled, feeling the tang of blood, but the wolf wouldn't let go. Eventually, Mingchen stopped fighting, and a single tear escaped his eye. Sensing the sob, Wang Xihao pulled away, his eyes softening with immediate regret. Ziming, I'm sorry. Please, say something. Scold me, hit me. Just don't be silent. We'll talk tomorrow. Mingchen whispered and walked away. The morning after, Mingchen woke up in the library, having fallen asleep there after the confrontation. He had dreamed again of a mysterious voice warning him, your time in this world is running out. He hurried back to his room to find Wang Xihao looking like he hadn't slept a wink. Ziming, are you still angry? I'm not angry. I understand, Mingchen said softly. From now on, I'll tell you everything. Then you know why I hate seeing you with others. I won't know unless you say it. Wang Xihao took a deep breath. I like you? Is that clear enough? Mingchen froze. His heart hammered against his ribs. He wanted to confess his own feelings, but the fear of his expiring time held him back. I have something to tell you about Minister Huang. He told the emperor about the secret meeting at the tavern. Stay away from him, Wang Xihao warned. Now, you still owe me an archery lesson. Meet me at the range in 30 minutes. Don't be late. The archery lesson at the archery range. Wang Xihao stood behind Mingchen, guiding his posture. His warmth was distracting, feet firm, back straight, aim, and fire. Mingchen missed, again and again. Why can't I hit anything? Calm your mind. Imagine the target is your enemy, Wang Xihao coached. Mingchen closed his eyes. He pictured the man who kept teasing him, kissing him, and confusing his heart. He opened his eyes, saw Wang Xihao's face in his mind, and released the string. Whack. Dead center. Yes. I hit it. Impressive. Wang Xihao smiled. So, who was the enemy you pictured? You. Mingchen stuck his tongue out. Chapter 8. Lanterns, promises, and the echo of time. The final night of the market celebration arrived, filled with performances, lanterns, and fireworks to mark a prosperous beginning. Wang Xihao took Liu Mingchen to the festival as promised. Despite his exhausting archery lessons, Mingchen's energy was boundless the moment they stepped outside the palace. He darted from stall to stall like a curious child. Brother Wang, why are you walking like a turtle? Hurry up. Mingchen ran back to grab the emperor's hand, pulling him toward a stall selling beautifully crafted sugar sculptures. Brother Wang, look, isn't this adorable? Mingchen held up a sugar rabbit. Do you want it? Wang Xihao asked. Mingchen nodded vigorously. Back in his world, he only ever watched others eat these. Today was his lucky day. As they wandered, Mingchen mentioned the Lantern Festival. I read about it in the library. Let's go release one. They found a stall, but only one lantern remained. One is enough, Mingchen signaled for Wang Xihao to pay. They stood on the bridge as thousands of lanterns drifted into the night sky. Make a wish, Ziming, Wang Xihao said, holding the lantern between them. They closed their eyes, whispered their heart's desires, and let it go. What did you wish for? Wang Xihao asked. If I tell you, it won't come true, Mingchen teased. I wished for you to stay with me for a long, long time, Wang Xihao said sincerely. Mingchen's smile faltered. He knew he didn't belong here, but Wang Xihao pulled him into a hug. Don't think about the future. Just be here, with me, right now. Suddenly, fireworks exploded above them. Startled by the bang, Mingchen ducked into Wang Xihao's chest, covering his ears. But the beauty of the lights soon drew him out. Look, over there. He pointed at the sky, and in the momentary distraction, he leaned up and kissed Wang Xihao's cheek. Startled, the emperor looked down at the blushing boy. He gently tilted Mingchen's chin up. Under the shimmering sky, their lips met in a kiss that was soft, lingering, and filled with warmth. Is this your answer? Wang Xihao whispered when they finally pulled apart. MMHMM, I can't hear you. I like you. Happy now? Mingchen shouted, hiding his face in embarrassment. Wang Xihao laughed and pulled him into a loving embrace. The mysterious voice returns that night. Mingchen couldn't sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he felt the sensation of that kiss. But when he finally drifted off, the voice returned. Liu Mingchen, your time in this world is nearly over. He bolted upright, sweat pouring down his face. This time, he noticed a glow coming from the small box Wang Xihao had given him. He tried to open it, but it remained locked. The box will open when the time is right. The voice echoed. Terrified, Mingchen ran to the emperor's chambers and woke him up. Wang Xihao, though confused, tried to open the box, but failed as well. He comforted Mingchen, telling him it was just a nightmare from exhaustion. He pulled Mingchen into his bed, holding him tight. Sleep. If you don't, I'll make sure you don't sleep for a very different reason until morning. Mingchen took the hint and shut his eyes tight, eventually finding peace in the emperor's arms. Chapter 9. The trap is set. Next morning, Wang Xihao informed Mingchen he would be away for 2 days on official business. Mingchen felt a pang of loneliness, but promised to look after the Queen Mother and the city. In reality, Wang Xihao and grandmother Shenyu hadn't left. They were disguised as commoners, keeping watch on Minister Huang. Meanwhile, at the library, Mingchen was visited by Gufangjing. The tribal leader looked anxious. Young Master Chen, I believe I am being deceived by Minister Huang. Gufangjing revealed that Huang had pressured him into trading in the middle and inner markets, claiming it was the emperor's wish, and even produced a fake contract demanding compensation payments. This isn't from the emperor, Mingchen said firmly. He allowed you to trade for free in the outer market. Huang is trying to frame you and pocket the money. Gufangjing was terrified. Please, help me. I don't want to be an enemy of the crown. I'll help you, Mingchen promised. But you must give me those documents as evidence. For now, act normal. Follow the flow. Do whatever Huang asks. After Gufangjing left, Mingchen felt a sense of pride, but he didn't notice the eyes watching him from the shadows. Wang Xihao, seeing Mingchen smiling and walking Gufangjing to the city gates, was fuming with jealousy. Don't go in yet, Your Majesty, Shenyu whispered, holding the emperor back. We need to catch Wang first. The confrontation at the tavern following day, Mingchen tracked Minister Huang to a tavern in the middle market. As he tried to sneak upstairs, a masked figure snatched him into a private room. Who are you? Mingchen stopped when he saw the eyes. Brother Wang. And grandmother. I thought you were gone. Wang Xihao didn't answer immediately. He signaled Shenyu to leave before removing his mask. What are you doing here? Mingchen explained everything and handed over the forged contracts. I did good, right? You did, Wang Xihao said, his voice dropping an octave. But did Gufangjing say anything else to you? Mingchen sighed and confessed that Gufangjing had seen them kissing on the bridge and had admitted to liking Mingchen. The emperor's jealousy flared. He pulled Mingchen into a punishing, possessive kiss. Mingchen, having expected this, didn't fight. He melted into the embrace until they both tumbled onto the bed. You're lucky we have a mission today, Wang Xihao whispered against his ear, his breath hot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be walking tomorrow. Mingchen, feeling bold, kissed the emperor's cheek provocatively. Is that a promise? Wang Xihao growled softly. Don't play with fire, Ximing. Suddenly, grandmother Shenyu knocked. Your Majesty, our men are ready. As they prepared to move, Mingchen felt a sudden, sharp pang in his chest. His eyes filled with tears for no reason. What's wrong? Are you hurt? Wang Xihao asked, instantly worried. Mingchen shook his head, hugging Wang Xihao as if it were the last time. I don't know. I just feel like I need to hold you as much as I can right now. Asterisk Chapter 10. The choice and the final farewell. Tension in Nanping reached its peak. Minister Huang Junfeng, sensing he was being watched, prepared to flee. However, Gufangjing, now working with the emperor, baited him into a final meeting. Huang produced a forged contract, demanding 70% of the Gufang tribe's profits. At the emperor's secret signal, Gufangjing signed it, securing the ultimate evidence of treason. Sensing a trap, Huang fled toward the city outskirts. Liu Mingchen, acting on instinct, followed him alone. When Huang realized he was being trailed, he cornered Mingchen. You are clever, Liu Mingchen, Huang sneered, but dead men aren't clever. Kill him. Mingchen fought for his life, dodging blades with the movements Wang Xihao had taught him. But exhaustion set in. Just as a sword swung toward his neck, a whistle cut through the air. An arrow pierced the assassin's heart. Brother Wang, Mingchen cried out as Wang Xihao arrived with his troops. Suddenly, the sky turned black. A violent gale began to howl, identical to the day Mingchen first arrived. Amidst the chaos, Huang Junfeng aimed a final arrow at the emperor's back. Mingchen lunged, throwing the mysterious wooden box at the arrow, knocking it down. But as the box hit the ground, it clicked open. A brilliant light spilled out. Brother Wang, my time is up, Mingchen wept. feeling his body becoming translucent. "No, I won't let you go." Wang Xihao screamed, clutching Mingchen tightly, but the voice from the void boomed, "Time is up. Return to where you belong." In a flash of blinding light, Mingchen vanished. Wang Xihao fell to his knees, grasping at nothing but cold air. The storm vanished, the box snapped shut and became unopenable once more. The emperor's heart was shattered. 3 days later, Minister Huang was stripped of his rank and exiled, but unable to bear the shame, he took his own life. The traitor was gone, but the palace felt empty. Special chapter: Eternity in Nanping. 3 months later, Wang Xihao spent his days in the library, staring at Mingchen's sketches. Every line reminded him of the boy who had turned his world upside down. "If destiny brought us together once," the Queen Mother whispered, comforting her son, "I believe it will bring you together again." That night, a figure appeared by the emperor's bed. "Brother Wang ... double quotes." Wang Xihao opened his eyes to see a familiar, mischievous smile. "Ziming, is this a dream? I'm really here. Pinch yourself if you don't believe me." Wang Xihao pinched Mingchen's cheek instead. "Ow, I said pinch yourself." Mingchen parted. Wang Xihao pulled him into a crushing hug, tears of joy streaming down his face. Mingchen explained that the voice gave him a choice: return to his modern life and be forgotten by everyone in Nanping, or stay here forever and be erased from the modern world. "I chose you," Mingchen whispered. "I'm staying until you get bored of me." "Never," the emperor vowed. As if to seal the pact, the wooden box on the table suddenly disintegrated into dust, vanishing forever. The portal was closed. Mingchen was home. "If you stay, you need a title," Wang Xihao teased, pinning Mingchen to the bed. "I'm thinking. My wife. Wait, I'm a man." "That sounds..." Mingchen's protest was cut short by a deep, passionate kiss. "I offer this title to you alone. Do you accept?" I accept." The night became a symphony of shared breaths and whispered promises as they finally became one, body and soul. The grand finale. Next morning, the palace was filled with laughter. They visited the Queen Mother, who wept with joy to see her son again. "Emperor, you've been so miserable that Grandmother Shenyu looks 10 years older from doing all your work." She teased. "Hey, he does look a bit haggard," Mingchen joked as they met the grandmother. "Young Master Chen, your tongue is as sharp as ever." Shenyu laughed, relieved to see the emperor happy again. Standing before the court, Wang Xihao took Mingchen's hand. "I intend to marry you, Mingchen." The room went silent. Then, Grandmother Shenyu stepped forward. "The laws of Nanping do not forbid to men from loving. Since the young master has no family here, I volunteer to stand as the bride's elder." The Queen Mother smiled. "It is heaven's will." 1 month later, the grandest wedding in Nanping's history took place. Mingchen looked at his old modern clothes, his phone, his sneakers, and prepared to discard them. "You don't regret it?" Wang Xihao asked, wrapping his arms around him from behind. "Not at all," Mingchen smiled, leaning back into his husband's warmth. "Because I have you, and you're worth more than anything I left behind." Under the golden sun of Nanping, the two stood together, ready to face a lifetime of adventures, mischief, and love. The end.